Hey there everybody, welcome back to the Tool for Forza YouTube channel. Captain Nasty's right here. And in this video today, I'm going to be talking about my experience with my HP Reverb after about 500 hours of use, about 6 months of ownership. I'm also going to talk about how the guys in the club that have the Valve Index, their reliability stories, kind of their feelings about the headsets, and just kind of give you guys an overall review, kind of a follow-up video to my previous review of both these headsets. I'm not going to talk about a lot of the details of the headsets. If you're curious in that, you can click the link that's in the video right now in the corner. That being said, let's dive right on in. So I've had my HP Reverb for about 6 months, 500 hours. I've had zero reliability issues, which is great. No dead pixels, no Mira issues with other pixels looking funny, no audio issues. It's been flawless. I'm super happy with the headset. It's perfect for what I do, which is kind of a blend between flight sim and driving sim. Like I said, if you're specifically doing air combat and stuff, it's definitely the way to go. If you're doing sim racing, it's kind of a bit more of a toss-up just because the field of view is much bigger on the Index. So it's been great for me. I'm going to say 10 out of 10. Would smash again. And that's exactly what the two members of the club that have the Valve Index said about it as well. They absolutely love it. They're super happy with it. They have not had any reliability issues, either one of them. Now, that being said, we had a particular member who scratched his lenses and actually reached out to Valve, and they offered him an RMA, which I thought was a very generous kind of option there for sure. So he went through the RMA process, and he said it was typical, it was straightforward, it wasn't a hassle. But you know, again, he was without his headset for a few weeks because you have to send your headset in and they return it back to you. So good customer service experience there from Valve, which is really great. And again, no issues with the headsets. They both said that it's fantastic and they'd buy it again tomorrow if they could. Now, let me tell you one quick story about the HP Reverb. So we have another member here that got the Reverb about the same time as I did, and he had a totally different experience than me. And I'm just telling you this just to try to be as transparent as possible. So his first Reverb came and it had a dead pixel in it. So he sent it back, and the next Reverb he got, it had an issue where apparently some of the pixels, the coloring was a little bit different than on some of the other pixels. And if he would like spend like time like really looking for it, he could see it. Now, he said it wasn't the kind of thing that was like a deal killer necessarily, or a like catastrophic failure. But again, it wasn't perfect. You paid a lot of money for a headset, and you want to get the right thing. So what he did with the first one was, when this was before coronavirus, he went through just the standard RMA process. I'm sorry, I went through the return process with B&H because the headset arrived. It was within the return policy, so he just returned it to them. They sent another one. Super easy. B&H has really good customer service. The second time it was out of that return window, he reached out to HP support. Again, you go to the enterprise support, not your normal like consumer grade stuff for support. So he said that, and this is a quote, that the customer service rep had more capacity there than he expected, right? It's a person who speaks English, they're in the United States, and he said it was an overall good experience, but the problem was they wanted him to send in his headset, but they couldn't tell him when they were going to send him one because of coronavirus. So what he actually did was talk to B&H and was able to actually get another kind of return policy thing going through B&H. Really cool for B&H to go above and beyond for their customers. I highly recommend doing business with B&H. I bought a ton of stuff from them. They're great. And that's about it. This is a pretty short and pretty sweet video. The bottom line is that it seems, at least anecdotally, right, and this is what happened with the release of the HP Reverb, that the Valve Index is maybe a little bit more reliable, is a good way to put it. But that being said, I haven't had any problems with mine, and it's the evaluations and ratings and the general consensus on the V2 is that it's definitely they've fixed the majority of the quality control problems. So that's the story. Thanks for supporting the channel. Come join us in Discord, and we'll do some sim racing and air comp together. This is Captain Nasty's out.